Hey everyone, and welcome back to Glass Lingo. Today, we're cracking a code that trips up so many English learners. The difference between have been plus ing and have or has plus the past participle. Or in other words, the present perfect continuous versus the present perfect simple. When do you say, I've been working? And when do you say, I've worked? Stick with me, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly when to use each one. You'll be able to hear the difference instantly, whether you're speaking, writing, or taking an exam. All right, let's dive in. First up, why does this even matter? Well, choosing the wrong form can totally change your meaning, confuse the person you're talking to, or even cost you precious marks on exams like the IELTS. Check out this quick example. I've been reading that book. The focus is on the activity, and hey, I might still be reading it. I've read that book. This one focuses on the fact that I finished it. So even though both connect the past to the present, the nuance is different. The present perfect simple focuses on the result, and the continuous focuses on the activity itself. In this video, we're going to tackle three main things. 1. What each tense actually does, their form and core meaning. 2. How to choose between them, using signal words and context. And 3. Some practice and common mistakes you'll want to avoid. Let's start with the form. Present perfect simple is have or has plus the past participle, like I have worked or she has finished. Present perfect continuous is have or has plus been plus verb ing, like I have been working or they have been studying. Now for the meaning. Both of these tenses link the past to the present, but here's the key. The simple tense often means the action is finished, or we're focusing on the outcome. The continuous, on the other hand, often implies the action is still in progress, or we're really focusing on the duration, the how long. For example, she has written 10 emails today. That's the result. 10 emails are done. She has been writing emails for 2 hours today. The focus is on the activity and the duration. That's our foundation. So how do you choose? Here are 3 clear guidelines. A focus, result versus activity. If you're highlighting a result, use the simple. If you're highlighting the action, the process, or the duration, use the continuous. For instance, I'm tired because I have been running. That's the activity. Versus, I have run 5 kilometers. That's the result. B. Time expressions. With words like for, since, or how long, the continuous is super common when you want to emphasize the duration. Like, how long have you been working here? But if you mention a number, how many or how much, the simple is usually better. I've written 10 emails. Verb type and context. Some verbs, especially stative verbs like know, belong, or own, are almost never used in continuous forms. You'd say, I have known him for 5 years, not I have been knowing him. With dynamic verbs like work, study, wait, the continuous is totally fine when you want to stress the process. And sometimes, both tenses are possible, with just a slight shift in meaning. I have lived here for 10 years, versus I have been living here for 10 years. The difference is subtle. It's all about what you're emphasizing. So, when you're stuck, just ask yourself, am I talking about what happened, the result? Or am I talking about what's been happening, the action? That question will guide you to the right answer. Let's spotlight some common mistakes and exam tips. Mistake number 1. Using the continuous when the result is what matters. I have been finishing the report is a bit odd if you've already finished. You'd just say, I have finished the report. Mistake number 2. Using the simple when the duration is key. She has lived here for 2 hours sounds weird. It's much better to say, she has been living here for 2 hours. Exam tip. In IELTS writing, using the wrong tense can muddy your meaning. The examiner might not know if an action is finished or still going, and that can hurt your score for coherence and grammatical range. And in speaking, if someone asks, "What have you been doing lately?" saying, "I've been learning English for 3 months," emphasizing the ongoing process, sounds perfectly natural. Let's get some practice. I'll give you a sentence with a gap. You pause the video and think which form fits, then I'll show you the answer. I blank study for my exam since early this morning. Have been studying. That's all about duration and action. She blank finish 3 assignments this week. Has finished. We're focusing on the completed result. You look exhausted. What blank you blank do? Have you been doing? The activity led to a visible result. We blank live in this city for 10 years. Have lived or have been living. Both work. The simple emphasizes the fact. The continuous, the process. Great! If you got those, you're definitely on the right track. Here are 5 quick multiple choice questions. Shout out your answer, and then I'll show the correct one and the reason. Except for question 5, where I want your answer in the comments. Question 1. Easy. I blank wait here for 10 minutes already. A. Have waited. B. Have been waiting. C. Have been waited. D. Have waiting. Answer B. Have been waiting. Why? Because it emphasizes the duration of the action, which is still going on. Question 2. He blank write 3 emails since he got to the office. A. Has been writing. B. Has written. C. Has wrote. D. Have written. Answer B. Has written. The key is the number of emails. It's a completed result, so the simple form is best. Question 3. You look tired. What blank you do? A. Have done. B. Have you done? C. Have been doing. D. Has been doing. Answer C. Have been doing. This is a question about a recent activity or process that led to a visible result. You're tired, so the continuous is emphasized. Question 4. They live here before they moved to London. A. Have been living. B. Had lived. C. Have lived. D. Have been lived. Answer C. Have lived. The action of living here is finished now. They've moved to London. The simple form works here, though strictly speaking, had lived could also be correct in a different context. Question 5. I study French and German since I graduated. A. Have been studying. B. Have studied. C. Have studying. D. Have been studied. All right, this one's for you. Put your answer in the comments below. Which one would you choose and why? Here's a hint. Think about since I graduated and whether the studying is likely ongoing or completely finished. Awesome job sticking with me today. If this was helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a lesson. Share it with a friend who finds tenses tricky. And stay tuned because next time we're tackling storytelling, which tense to use when you tell a story. Past simple versus present perfect in narratives. We're going to dive deep into how to choose the right tense when you're recounting events or writing about your experiences. Thanks for learning with me on Glass Lingo. I'll see you in the next one.